In the 1990s, the Meadowlands, which is the estuary of the Hackensack River, was under siege by developers, and we were losing habitat, we were losing species, we were losing water quality, and nobody really was worried about that. They were more worried about building office buildings and warehouses. When I founded Hackensack Riverkeeper, that was my primary focus for the first several years that the organization was running. In order to reach the public, we have several programs that we do. We do our pontoon boat cruises, where we take about 3,000 people a season out on the river. And then we have our river cleanup program. And this year we broke any records that existed. We did over 40 cleanups within the watershed of the Hackensack and the nearby Passaic. And we've mobilized about 1,200 volunteers to do that work. Took out about 25,000 pounds of garbage. Our most recent victory is the victory to stop another fossil fuel power plant from being built in the Meadowlands. It took us a little bit over a year to get Governor Murphy to come to his senses, but he did, and he announced about a month ago, a little bit more than a month ago, that he was opposed to the project. And the very next day, the principals that were promoting the project backed away. We had 50 towns that passed resolutions in opposition to this thing happening. 50 towns did resolutions to the mayor and council, and almost all of them were unanimous. So I guess they finally realized this is not a popular idea, and if we're ever going to wean ourselves off of fossil fuels, you can't do that by building new fossil fuel facilities. You have to spend your money. If you're going to spend your money, spend it on renewables, and if you're not ready to do that, then get into another business. The League of Municipalities conference has been on our agenda now for several years, and that's because I'm a pragmatic environmentalist, and I know this is where the decision makers come, and why would I not want to be here? It's really fulfilling on a professional level and on a personal level that people know who I am, and they know the work that we do, and they realize that we're part of the solution to the environmental problems here in New Jersey. We're not here to cause problems, we're here to fix them. We're pragmatic. We know these post-industrial sites, it would be next to impossible to restore them to any habitat value, but they can be restored for economic value and for community benefits. And that's what we look for. We want the best deal for the river and the best deal for the communities. Over the years, we've been able to, bring the Meadowlands to a much better place. We now have over 8,000 acres of wetlands that are permanently preserved in the Meadowlands, and we've got over 275 species of birds and about 70 species of marine life that are back into the Hackensack River now. So the river's in recovery. It's got a long way to go, but I'm working on it, and my staff is working on it day in and day out, and we're making a difference.